Okay, so it should be coming up momentarily on YouTube because I'm showing on my screen the chat is slowly coming up, and yep, it's getting there. Maybe. Okay, while we're waiting
Not
for
yet.
while we're waiting for that to come up, and I'll try a different broadcast if we need to. Libra, I am showing as the,
Oh,
I
here we
believe
go.
half elven druid, AC 6, hit points maxed out at 9. Licia is the half elf something I can't remember right now. Oh,
Druid.
Entangle, she's a druid as well. AC 7, hit points maxed out at 9. Rayla is, I don't remember, but she's a cleric. And a ranger cleric. Ranger cleric of half elf, I believe. AC 4, hit points 13 down to 8. Muriel is the elven magic user split class with some thief. AC
Yes.
7, hit points 5 down to 4, so she's in good shape as well. Malachi is your human paladin, AC 4, hit points maxed out at 10. And lastly, we have Balfir, who I believe is an elf thief,
He is full elf.
AC 8, maxed out at 6 hit points. So Erica has Balfir. Oh, we are streaming, aren't we? Okay. Erica has Balfir. Who has Malachi?
I do.
Okay. All right, and we're good on that. Okay. And as far as I have notation, everyone has all their spells.
Correct.
Yay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. And then you have Pacifica. Let's not forget him. He's your human fighter. He is the
Oh, how could we forget
he is the brains of the
Pacifica?
group. Um, and he has himself leather armor and a big ass two-handed sword and a bow and a potion of clairaudience, which you guys mocked him for like a half hour about clairaudience because you said
It.
no clairvoyance. He's like no clairaudience. So that's where we are in terms of character. So for anyone, I see Artie is watching here with us now. But for those of us who might be watching this now or later who don't know us, we are Thaco Quest Chronicles, playing the 1E, that is the original Dungeons and Dragons that keep on the Borderlands. And we are a handful of sessions in. We've made some progress here in the Valley of the Dayrain, clearing out the caves. I'll say minimal success or minimal progress in terms of clearing out. You've had a handful of encounters. Some have gone very favorable for you. Some have gone not so well, where you quickly dropped your tail and ran and retreated to live to fight another day. And there has been some social interactions here in these caves where you've gained some information, some intelligence, if you will. Most recently, in our last session a couple weeks ago, you made your way into the orc lair, which was very strongly inhabited, and you somehow made your way to the chief's
It's a
lair,
little less inhabited than it was
or
before, but
the chief's chambers. And in the chief's chambers, Licia had some interaction with him, and you guys somehow almost negotiated an agreement where you're going to go back to the keep and get some information, hopefully, as to what's going on in the keep, and then report that back to the orcs. As if almost you guys have flipped sides and are now going to be working for the evil orcs. So it'd be interesting to see how this plays out here for you. But tell me, or refresh my memory, because I honestly don't remember here in the moment. If you are gathering information for the orcs and bringing that back to them from the keep, what are you bringing to the keep? How to refresh me, if you ladies can, from your memories? What was that really? What was that engagement? What was that conversation?
we were gonna bring we had collected a whole bunch of weapons actually from the orc
No,
males that we slaved
no,
the day
they said.
before.
Well, we had that. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about the
We had
thing
said we
that
were gonna sell them back to
yeah.
because they needed weapons, so we were gonna
Yeah.
bring them these weapons, and then I think we were gonna get access to better wasn't the orc, didn't he show us his
He showed
armory?
me his armory,
Right.
Licia, and we would have the ability to purchase arrows. I
Arrows.
know that much.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what it was because you guys are in need of arrows, and the keep had none available because the keep was
None.
trying to gather as much of the arrows as they could. So while they're producing some, presumably they're not releasing any. They're not selling any.
Right.
Okay, okay, I got it. And he said, "Oh, I got some arrows for you, but on the condition of you help me out."
Mhm.
So,
And it
do
is a little suspicious how.
It really is. You make good points.
all right, so ladies, so we have your party of six plus one being your charmed um, leader, if you will, your human fighter Pacifica, who's been charmed by Muriel, your half-elven magic user thief, and you have. Oh, I got to unpaint the cave here. Let me break out my eraser.
Hold on.
Hold
As
on.
far as spells go, doesn't you already didn't you use your charm person, Muriel, before we did the rest thing on that one orc?
Yes, the female orc that let me in.
Yeah, so that means
Okay.
your charm. Oh, that was the day before, huh? So you
But did
didn't
we
let your
long
charm.
rest since then? Did we rest since then? Because doesn't it?
That's
No, it
okay.
was that day. I think you used charmed person
I think it is a
when we
spent
were
spell.
fighting. Yeah.
I think you're correct. I think it is a spent spell.
And I think that was the only one I was going to use entangled, but we ended up talking
That's
our
right.
way out of.
Right.
Mhm. Tis true. Tis true.
Is that a
Yeah.
blanket leaf? What is that?
My
Yeah,
pillow.
you remember she's always cold
Oh,
because she's right below the vent.
Well, I moved from that spot because I got tired of it. But ever since I had my
Ah.
kid, I have to have a pillow on my lap. That's how I have to be able to eat and everything because I was so used to my stomach. She's 17 now, and I still have that same issue. So I have to have something for my hands to rest on or play on. I know, it's weird. Babies are weird. They're dumb. I mean, they're not dumb. You know what I
they,
mean?
they do things to you, yes.
But I do have my Harry Potter blanket on me as well.
nice.
Yep. I almost wore my robe, but figured that might be a little too much.
Eh, I wish. It's hot as hell here. Heck. Hot as
81.
whew.
I was gonna
We
say it's
just
been
hit up
beautiful
81.
here for last weekend and this weekend. Beautiful, like low 80s.
We
I'm
finally set
jealous.
up the AC in the apartment, and the apartment's 81 degrees right now. So that's why I'm in an undershirt. It's too hot
It's so
for
hot.
clothes.
I don't like the 80s. I like the 70s. 70s are
I
cool.
like
80s is
the 50s.
nothing. 80s
Or
is nothing.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
fair.
I'll
Oh
take
my
it.
gosh, we can't say anything to someone in the southeast. Okay, Florida, you
I'll
win.
take it.
We were
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
70s. It's jacket weather for me.
So
Oh my
the past
god.
for a couple of weeks now we've had a really good weather, but the weeks prior, that is July. I mean, it was like 100 degrees plus every week with the heat indexes for like 2 weeks straight. It felt like. Anyway, all right, ladies, getting back. If you see your
yeah.
map, can you all see the map? Let's start there.
Yes.
Um,
Okay. So
um,
if you can see the map, you are right there at letter B in the top right corner. And I'm going to see if I can share that on Discord.
YouTube. Yep.
I do recall that tail between our leg run. What did they do? They like hit one of us, and it was like a huge amount of hit points, and we were like, "Oh, oh no! Back out! Go, 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 go,
Yeah,
go!"
didn't you see it like die or something?
Yeah, it
I
was.
It was
think
Alicia, wasn't it?
it was no, it was Libra. It was you,
Yeah.
Libra.
Alicio died in the other cave.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I still have a lot of hit points. So.
Well, we do have a 3-day deadline, so I know that Licia personally would think to go towards the keep just to see what information they can gather, but it is up to the rest of the group as well.
I think we should too, because maybe we can request a audience with the king to see if by chance we can see why the weapons are gone. Because we'll say that we need arrows, can't get any. Go to the king and request why we don't have
Yeah,
any.
because Lord de Sandoval was definitely he was talking. We tried to get healing from Josephine at the chapel, and she was had like either conversing with, but she was locked away, and she was conversing with Lord de Sandoval in some way.
Well, before we head out to the keep, as the uh, paladin, I think Malachi's gonna want to have a private conversation with Licio. Like, what the hell? I thought, why are we
Ooh, good RP.
scouting for the bad guys now, or what he
Yeah, yeah,
considers?
yeah, yeah.
And Licia would counter, you were the one who was arguing with us for slaughtering unarmed children and unarmed women. So, if you are holding the opinion that we were slaughtering people unwillingly, how exactly are they evil? You may have been sensing evil, but all their actions have been saying otherwise.
I'd be actually really curious, Malachi. How does that ability of yours work exactly? Are we picking up on, uh, you know, entities that you've been trained to interpret as evil, or are you picking up specifically on evil actions, or is it the magic itself that, like necromancy, right? Like that just sounds evil, but there's a lot you can do with it. How does that work?
That's
I would punch Balfour and see, and then look at Malachi and see, like, did it change? Okay, okay, so oh, okay. Thank you, Balfour. Just wanted to um fully understand how the magic worked.
But you do have to agree that it is suspicious that the keep keeps sending people out to plunder these caves, and almost every single cave that we've encountered, they haven't been rallying for a large fight as it appears that the keep is rallying for. So even if we are on the right side, there is something being hidden from us, and I would rather get to the bottom of it before making any official sides.
Ladies, where is this conversation happening? Because last I knew you guys are just outside the cave.
Yeah, we're still
Probably
Okay.
just
Yeah,
we're
that's
probably
the
walking down towards the valley and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I
Malachi's
imagine
gonna.
we would be walking back towards the keep because you can't observe the keep if you're not there. You can't like spend that it's going to
Yeah.
take us half a day to get there and back. So that only gives us 2 days of observation, right?
It's
Yeah.
about 3 hour walk.
Okay. So half a
Couple
day.
hours, yeah.
So,
And-
so
So we can't leave
Malachi's
it.
gonna for now agree with the plan. But he's gonna be paying very close attention to what's going on, basically.
Erica, are we still streaming?
Yes, and I can see us now.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
Or I can see the map rather.
Okay, but hang on. You can see the map on YouTube or you can see the map on Discord?
On YouTube.
Really? Then that means it's
Yes, you are
really
streaming our
slow
map.
going back and forth because I changed YouTube back to Discord.
I'll let you know when it.
When Artie said, "Hey man, I can hear you, but I can't see you guys," I switched back to Discord.
There was a black loading screen for a
Yeah.
second.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. So you guys are as you guys are having this open discussion, walking down kind of the hillside, if you will, navigating your way down the valley, the hillside to the base layer, which kind of just more like a meadow in
Ground
terms of its
level.
setting, in terms of the vegetation with the clusters of trees scattered throughout the valley here. And you kind of head down to the east, which would be the right side of the map as one would look at it, and make your way back to that little tiny narrow beat down trail, dirt trail, one person wide, to make your way back, break through the barrier line, if you will, of trees, exiting out of the day rain, so you don't continue to get rained on, to get wet, so you can remain a little dry and comfortable, or less wet, and kind of break through that barrier into this row of trees, cluster of trees, and then at which point you break through the second time to get yourself completely out of the valley and into the main area or the main road, which I was trying to pull up that map here. But you guys have seen it before in case I can't get it up in a timely fashion, where the map kind of ends there towards the top right where you enter into the Valley Day Rain. The road kind of comes down and leads you back to the keep. Let me see if I can find that real quick. So you guys are making your way back down this road, heading back to the keep. It's an hour, between an hour and a half and 3 hours, somewhere in that range off the top of my head, as to how long it takes to make that journey back. It's a couple miles, if memory serves. What am I doing here? And
Looking for the keep. Oh, okay. We're back to Discord, and Discord on YouTube is not. Oh, no, maybe it's coming back again.
it's really slow transitioning for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't know.
Did you get
why.
Got the thinking loop.
Did I get what?
Did you give it its coffee yet?
No. Keeping the board players
Probably.
map. All right, let me open this up, see what this map shows us. I got plenty of memory available. So let's talk about weather. Oh, and speaking of that, I finally have, thank you, Artie, a weather die. My long sought after weather die. Finally.
I was looking for one of those like 2 weeks ago. I still haven't found one. I'm so jealous.
So, one of my players, Artie, who's watching now, he plays Friday night in person with me. And I was telling, because he had one, and I was commenting, oh, it's like, man, I've been looking for that die for so long, and I just can't find just the one weather die. It always comes with other dice that I already have or don't need. And he showed up, I think it was last week. He said this little nylon bag here, and presents me with a weather die, compass die, and a like reaction die. as to how an NPC might react.
Cool.
That's
So
awesome.
so yes, I'm super excited about my weather die. Thank you, Artie. So
Very cool.
because it's a lot quicker and easier for me to roll that die than to roll a die and try to look up on a table and so on. So all right. So, ladies, as you break free, you can see your map now. I see that on Discord. So you guys are traveling along the red line from the top right corner, the northeast, kind of coming down, looping down and around to a westerly direction to make your way back to the keep. The weather today is seasonal, as I think we're in September or October, and we kind of liken the climate to that of like southern New England, New York City weather or
Hundred.
climate, if you will. So it's seasonable, little clouds, but otherwise, mostly sunny as you guys make your travel down. See if I have the notes there. No. As you guys make your way down the red line, making your way back to the keep. Along your travels, you encounter no one. Nothing. Is an uneventful journey. You don't see a traveler, you don't see a peasant, you don't see traders. You encounter no one along your travels, nor do you hear anyone, perhaps coming up from behind, catching up to you as they're making their keep as well. As you begin to make your ascension to the keep on that short little stent of a red line there, that's where you begin to encounter some people. There are a couple of people who are exiting the keep. Some here who you see are coming up now behind you with wagons as you guys are making your ascension to the keep. As you get to the top, you go through the usual song and dance, if you will, where as you approach the drawbridge, the chain controlled chain linkage drawbridge, you have the Charlie Brown lemonade stand out front with the old man scribe and the captain and the watch, and of course he asks all of you individually to state your name and state your business, and as you do, the old man scribe is recording that and taking his notes. Now, if you remember one time before, I believe when you were exiting, they had someone out front here in the stockades. And he was calling out to you like something to the effect of look at me, my name is James, I'm a thief, something to that effect. But
Yep.
today there is no one in the stockades, and you present yourselves to the captain of the watch, who without objection receives you all and allows you to pass. Now as you pass in, if you remember, it's a double door type system, where as you pass through the first door, you have another portcullis in front of you, a gate, if you will, and there are arrow slits on the left and right. There's murder holes from the top. They drop the one gate behind you and then open the second one, and so on. So as you enter into the keep here, and I can't really draw it, unfortunately, but you're kind of right about over here if you can see the mouse moving.
Yeah.
And to your
Amazing.
right, there are a couple of curtains, which I'm not sure if you've explored behind those curtains yet or not. I think you have. Behind that were the outhouse. These doors here in front of you, one is for the warehouse, one is for the stable for your horses. And as you make your way down and around is where you encounter the armorer over here, Doriana, I believe her name is. And then you have the trader and the provisioner. And as you make your way around here to the square with the flowing fountain is where you find your rooms for rent and your tavern. Back over here up top is the chapel. This little L-shaped one here in the middle is your guild house, and the smaller L-shaped one to the left of that are private residence, which is heavily guarded, for which you guys have not gained any access to nor made an attempt to gain access to. So now that you have entered into the keep, you do see that there are a handful of reasonable pedestrian activity, if you will. You do see a pair of guards making their way about, like a pair working together. They're making their way about. There are several points here throughout the keep that are actually guarded by the military, the militia, beyond just security. But otherwise, it is kind of business as usual. You see the foot traffic of the soldiers or the security, the foot traffic of a couple of the merchants, the local farmers. So it's kind of just another day here at the keep. All seems par for the course. So I will ask you, where is everyone desirous of going? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Leave her without.
Rayla's gonna go see her horse.
Okay, with the stable boy. who just adores you. Oh my, does he always love to see
Right?
you when
This
you
is like
come
the
to
most
visit.
wealthy stable boy in the area.
Malachi's gonna go to the chapel.
Does it say, should we see if by
Huh?
chance maybe we should maybe go to the chapel with him, see if by chance your friend might have some more information as to what the king is up to.
Yeah, because we can try and see if Josephine is available to talk because her and Hieronymus have mentioned that they've been in talks with Lord de Sandefall, and we could learn more about what could potentially be going on.
That's what I would think we should do, and maybe at some point in time we could see if we can go request a meeting with the king,
Do
I
you
don't
think the
think he's a
king would meet
king.
with someone like us?
Lord. I
The
maybe if we
Lord
tell him,
would. Lords will meet with anyone who has money.
well, we don't have money, but we could maybe offer
The stable
some.
boy
I mean,
does.
I
Rayla,
mean,
Rayla has
I mean, Rayla pretty much does. So
Yeah, Rayla's living large, although she is frozen on my screen.
Oh,
Which is good on mine.
There she goes.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, so I hear Malachi, and that makes sense. Unquestionably going to the chapel because he needs to spend some time in reflection and prayer and try to repent for the sins of the group of murdering so many innocent women and children over the past several
Oh,
days.
he's gonna be working for some time.
So yeah, he's gonna be there. He might be there for the 3 days time window you have. But is anyone joining him? Perhaps
I know that
Rayla
Licia would.
as the cleric.
Rayla's gonna go see her horse.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Rayla's
I'm
going to see the
I'm
horse. Yep.
I'm happy
That's
to
her
tag
turn.
along to not split the party. I can see if along the way I can ask Pacifica some questions.
Okay. And how about Libra and Licia, the elves?
Uh, Licia at least would be interested in going to the chapel to see if Josephine is available to speak. Again, she is very fond of Josephine, and especially after she has helped in her quest with her mother and everything. But at the same time, it's she is slowly questioning the what exactly the keep is trying to prepare for because everything so far has been held to the contrary, and she's just interested in getting information, whether it be for the orc or for just in general, because as a true neutral, she is starting to see things from a perspective that is definitely interesting at this point.
Okay. And Libra, where's your interest?
I'll be going to the chapel as well.
Okay. And
So
lastly
I'm
would
curious.
be Balfear.
Balfour would be tagging along with us.
Okay. So everyone except for Rayla is going to the chapel. And let me start with Muriel and Pacifica. As you guys are zigzagging your way around in the keep to make your way over to the excuse me, to the chapel. Now, if you remember, and I'm not going to bring up a 3D map out of fear of screwing up our video, but if you remember, just outside the chapel,
Stuck right
on
now.
that southern wall, there is a columbarium, partially filled with a bunch of urns from cremation. At the corner, the southwest corner, if you will, of the chapel, there is a bell attached to the building. The building, that southern wall is kind of covered in some vines, short of the columbarium, which is very well maintained, as well as that bell. The doors, as you make your approach, are a double door, heavyweight, large, ornate double doors, and they are open as they typically are on your arrival or on your presence here in the keep. as you begin to enter, and we're going to come back for you, Muriel and Pacifica, but as you guys
take your time.
make your approach or make your entrance into the chapel, there are several pews, several benches on your left-hand side. On your right-hand side, I believe there's one or two um, basins, wall-mounted basins filled with water. At the very front, just short of the chapel on the left-hand side, there is a rather nice bench, leather padded cloth, as well as a chair. On the dais, there is the altar, and above the altar, if you remember, there's a slowly pulsating orb of light, which you guys have tested out on one or two
That thing.
occasions to figure out what the hell is up with this light. Does it have heat? Can we capture it? What can we do with it? What's going on with it? Can we smother it? How does it work? And I don't think there's been any decisive or conclusive evidence one way or the other on that. It's just there. I remember you had asked about it, though. You had asked someone, perhaps Josephine, and offhand, I don't remember what her response was offhand. So, Muriel, I'll turn back to you for your engagement with Pacifica. I mean, everyone's kind of there except for Rayla, so anyone can
We're all walking kind of
can jump in
together.
here. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I would ask him, you were in the Valley of the Day Rain when we first met you. Um, were you surprised to find it raining?
Mm, no, it rains every time we've been there.
Right,
Does it
right.
rain? Does it rain all the time when you go, or is it just maybe I'm the one who brings the rain?
If I'm hearing it
Oh,
all a little bit, I'd be like, no, it was never raining till you showed up, and then I continue to walk.
don't say that. Don't say that. No. So I was just wondering if the group that you were traveling with before, if they knew about the day rain, like, did they tell you about it before, or did you discover it when you
Well, now,
first
when you
arrived?
say day rain, you mean like it rains during the daytime, right? Well, that's right. It was just
Correct.
doing that,
Yes, yes.
right?
Before you arrived at the valley, were you aware that it was going to be rainy, or did you um, just notice the rain once you got here?
Wait a minute. You could see the rain before you got in the valley?
No, but I was told that it rains during the day.
Well, and it rains at night too. I mean, it can rain any time of day.
Sure. Yes. The other adventurers that you were with, um, they likely knew about it, I imagine. Um, did they ever say anything about why it rains?
Well, I'm no alchemist or mage or sage or whatever they're called. I'm
No, but
not
you've got good
I'm not
ears.
very learned, but I think it rains when there's too much water in the air or something. Isn't that how that works?
I think that's how it normally works, but for some place to rain every day, that would have to be a heck of a lot of water in the air.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
An,
it would
an
be, wouldn't it?
unnatural amount.
Unnatural.
Yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, it would be a river of some sort. If it rains every
Whoa,
day,
like a
all
river in the sky?
maybe. She writes that down. River and sky.
That would be friggin' cool. How does that
All
work?
right.
Muriel, you're the magic person. How does that work? How do you get a river in the
I,
sky? Can we do
you know
that? Can
what?
you do that?
There's much I still have to learn.
Me too.
Sky magic being one of them, I think.
Me too.
We'll work on
There's
it.
much for me to
Thank you.
learn.
I
And I
just
would,
lean over
Alfir
to
shakes his
Libra
head.
and I just go, it's like watching a cart fall over, but I can't look away.
to me, it's more like a cart missing a wheel, and it just thuds every time it
Or has that
comes.
flat spot? Yeah.
So I'll turn around and I'll ask him, what brought you to the Valley of the Day Rain?
You guys did.
Well, you guys were traveling through. Did you? Were you intentionally going to stop at the keep, or what brought you to? Because we brought you to the keep. We didn't bring you to the valley.
My
I
well,
think you mean
wait,
it the other
you're
way around.
you're
Yeah,
asking me
yeah.
how I got there?
He confused me.
I,
Well, I
I
know how you got there. You got there on horse. I saw that you had a horse.
yes,
Sorry, the bear ate it. Uh,
No, the
unfortunately.
bear is my horse.
oh, that's right, the bear ate your horse. Okay. But you were traveling with a group. What made you travel with that group towards this direction?
I traveled with them because they're my friends.
Do you just travel everywhere you go and just stop wherever you go, or were you on a mission?
I don't understand. I travel wherever I go. Yes, I travel. That's how I get from here to there. Is I travel. I don't understand. You're confusing.
Were were you on a mission?
I was on a mission to get here.
What
That was the
mission was
mission.
that to get you here?
The mission was to get to the keep.
For what purpose?
For Is this a trick question? Why are you here
No,
at the keep?
because I decided to leave my village and wanted to branch out, and it was the first place I went.
But why did you come here and not someplace else for your first place after your village? See, don't be confusing me now.
It was the closest to my village.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. So your village isn't far. How far is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You have friends.
I look at Rayla, I look at Rayla, or not Rayla, because she's not here. I look at Lisi and I'm like, I'm never showing him my place. And no, it's not close. I'm trying to get him to answer. I walk away because I'm like, I can't see him.
Licia continues to watch with morbid fascination. I think she was trying to ask what brought you and your friends to the keep.
A
Beyond,
horse.
is it just glory?
I don't understand why you guys don't understand this. What a horse? You saw
Were you on a quest, or were you just riding along?
quest. All right. Well, yes, we were riding along. That's what you do with a horse, typically, right? You ride the horse, and we rode it here to the keep.
For a quest? What was your purpose?
The purpose, what? The purpose of riding the horse? The purpose of riding the horse was to get to the keep.
Does someone have an intelligence potion maybe we
Nope.
can give him?
No, nothing. We don't want him to be too smart either.
Pacifica,
This
how many
function
times?
of intelligence is
audience
actually helping
posted
us in the
to try
long
that
run.
on him.
I wonder if the clear audience would help. Maybe he's smarter inside the head.
I,
You can try the clear audience.
I, continue, Libra. You were saying something?
I just shake my head and walk away. I'm like, I know I'm not smart, but come on. Maybe if we give him the clear audience, maybe we
I
can
was
hear
thinking
inside
that.
his head, and
I am
maybe he's
legit thinking
smarter.
that.
Maybe he's smarter inside there, and it just comes out stupid.
And I can't, yeah. Oh man, I might be slipping some clairaudience in his ale later.
So, okay, to that point, who has possession of that? Doesn't he have possession of that?
He has possession of that.
Okay.
Can you give
Just
it to me
double
if I
checking.
ask nicely?
Okay. So, unless there's anything else here along your short, whatever, 100-foot travel, 150 feet over to the chapel, we'll start or continue there at the chapel.
Real quick, do we know if his party members were still there? Maybe I could find someone smarter.
The last
We
remember, they
haven't
should
seen
be
them
in
since they separated.
They were on the way to the Valley of the Dayrain, and then we haven't seen them since.
We haven't.
Okay, so
But we
I'm
look
gonna
out for them.
I'm gonna tell the group that I'm gonna break off and go to the inn to see if by chance they're there, and then I'll meet them back at the chapel.
Okay.
Maybe take Pacifico with you. He would recognize
Nope.
them, right? No?
Nope.
Okay. couldn't toss that penny? Good. Okay.
We don't want
You
his
know-
people to recognize him and then to break the friendship. Well, to break the friendship.
We are
Speaking
tight.
of friends,
There is no breaking.
Pacifica, you never mentioned their names. What are the names of your friends?
He's like, I have a lot of. You wanted me to name all my friends?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Start with me. Always
I don't know
start
if
with me.
I can really to list them all off. I mean, can you name all of your friends off the top of your head?
Oh my God, I'm having a Bubba Gump moment where he like just starts listing his friends for 3 days in a montage. There's-
To be honest, I don't have many friends, but it has been an interesting experience getting to know a lot of people. I was raised very sheltered. How
Okay.
were you raised?
Ooh, good
Wait.
question.
Don't listen. You guys do this to me every day. Don't one question at a time. You're always trying to confuse me. Do you want to
I
know
throw
how I
a
was raised, or you want to know the names of my friends?
You didn't answer, so I was
Well,
just.
you didn't. Okay. So, do you want my friends in any particular order? Boys, girls, elf, human,
Ooh. Oh,
the
alphabetical?
ones you wrote in
What can I
on.
do for you?
Well, I was specifically talking
No,
about
I'm
the.
Pacifica, right? I'm Pacifica. You're Licia. I'm Pacifica. You're Alicia. What is with you guys? You guys are always getting confused, and you think I'm the one who's not smart.
Right before I leave, I
None
grab a
of us
long
are.
piece of grass, and I secretly go behind him and tickle his ear to make him think there's a bug there, and then I take off.
You know, you are smart, Pacifica, and I'm glad that you know my name and the names of many of your friends. Though I was specifically speaking of the friends you came to the keep with
Oh,
before you
see,
met us.
you need to be specific in your questioning.
Specific.
So clearly, you were the court gesture and not the court recorder. Just saying.
That-
Just
I
saying.
stick the piece of grass
But
right
that's
in his ear.
okay. We all have our past, and don't dismiss the value of the court gesture. Now,
Wise words.
you asked me who I came to the keep with, correct? So you're not interested in all my friends, just the friends I came to the keep with. Is that right?
Yes, as those were the ones that I knew about. And it's nice to know that you have other friends, but if you don't mind me asking the names of those specific friends you arrived with.
It makes me sad that you don't have friends, though.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You know, maybe one day you and I will be friends.
Maybe. Maybe.
Ouch. That's a clear, like, we're not there yet. Keep trying.
So
Oh, that's
he
funny.
he tells you that his friends that he came with are Jabra, Diogo,
Oh, wow.
and Lamar.
Why do the first two sound like Khajiits?
They sound like
Sound
what?
Like
like what?
who?
Khajiits, Skyrim Khajiits.
Oh,
Oh.
yes, yeah.
So, could you repeat those names again so I can
Really, Alicia?
DM? I was
There
talking.
was a doggo or dongo or a jobo.
Jabra,
Jeez,
Diogo,
that one.
Lamar. Now, don't ask me how to spell them. I don't know how to spell their names, but I know what their names are. Do you know all of your friends' names? Can you tell me all your friends' names that are here?
Probably good.
As I've said, I haven't had a chance to make many friends.
No, I said the friends
So,
that are here. So I will tell you your friends' names. Libra
Yeah.
and Rayla and Muriel, Malachi and Balfier. What? I don't understand what is
That's
with you
nice.
guys, man.
Um, that's excellent.
Thank you, Muriel.
You broke Rin. She's broken.
if Rayla was there right now, she'd just stand there with her mouth open and just wonder. Oh, Malachi, are you guys in the chapel right now?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
We're walking.
We're
We're walking
in the
into
door frame. Yeah, we're just there in the doorway to the chapel.
The glowy thing.
Malachi has sat down at this point, and he's trying really hard not to laugh and roll his eyes at the same time.
Trying not to be distracted by the shenanigans of Pacifica and Lycia.
Yep.
As Malachi takes his place here and very quickly enters in his penitent state on behalf of the party. There are three other people here, parishioners. I use that in air quotes or use that term loosely. People who are in prayer, worship, meditation, whatever. And to your very pleasant surprise, up on the altar, tending to the altar, is not an alkalite, but in fact Ms. Josephine Rose.
Alicia takes note of Josephine Rose and nods her head towards her in acknowledgement, but continuing with her conversation with Pacifica. Because she dug this grave, so she's going to see it through. So what brought Lamar, Diogo, and how do you pronounce it again?
Jabra.
Jabra to the keep, other than horses?
Oh,
what was
thank
the motive?
you, because I was going to say once again, horses. You guys keep asking me the same question. Okay, so maybe it's not how smart I am or you are. Maybe you're just very forgetful. Have you been hit in the head many times in your? Okay, so what brought us here?
I feel like it.
Beyond the horses, you're asking why. You're not asking how we got here. You're asking why we came here.
Yes, why?
The why question.
I even said why. I'm not there, but I did.
Why? Why? Why does anyone go
Back
anywhere?
to the keep.
Why did you guys come here?
I came in search for my mother.
Oh. Does she live here?
I don't know because she has been missing for many years.
So she's
I'm
lost.
trying to find out. Yes.
Huh. Interesting. And why did everyone else come here? That's how. If you're here for your mother, Muriel, why are you here?
Glory, obviously. Experience. To get better.
Wait a minute. You can't.
Get richer.
The keep has experience. Like I can go to the store and get experience. How does
think they're all out.
How does that work?
They're out. They've been out this entire time.
Can we order some?
Just like the arrows, it's all going to the Lord right now.
But wait a minute, Lycia, didn't you strike a deal with the orcs to get them arrows? Are we going to get arrows from them? Can we get experience from them too?
Oh shit.
Technically, would he know?
Wait, no, he wasn't there. He wasn't there when that whole thing. He was fighting the other orcs.
I don't think we were there either. I think she was the only one in.
No,
Weren't
I
you the only one in the
was
room?
with her, but he was in the room with her.
Okay, so
she was in the room
hang
by
on.
herself.
So that wasn't shared with the party?
Just to
I
us.
shared it with to the Libra and Muriel before, and maybe Rayla before exiting, because
Okay.
Malachi and Pacifica and Balfour were out Balfour and Malachi were trying to stop Pacifica from
yeah.
doing
Yeah,
damage.
Alright, so-
Oh, that's
Rayla-
right. They were
Then-
keeping him distracted in a
Then
hallway.
the court jester will distract Pacifico while the court recorder strikes that from the record, and we roll back here 20 seconds.
No, I
So
would have. That would have been an interesting conversation. Being like,
That's why we
so
didn't want him to know because he's not very
all right.
smart.
So the keep doesn't have any experience. They're all out of experience. Can we get some?
We're trying. And if you stick around, you could get some too.
Okay. And what do we want? What's experience? What do we want that for? It sounds like we all want
um,
it, but
We do. It makes things easier.
okay.
Oh,
I like
Like
easy.
hitting things with your sword, that gets easier.
Huh. Let's get some.
Yeah, let's get some.
How much? I don't have a lot of money though. How much does it cost?
It's 'cause they're all out.
Yeah, but when they get some, we have to have money to buy it
Yes, so we're gonna go adventuring
for.
to get the funds.
Oh, to get money.
It's called
Yeah.
practice.
Okay. But maybe Alicia should stay in the back so she doesn't get hit in the head.
Pacifica, look at this super swirly bright thing with me.
I appreciate your concern,
Ooh, light.
Pacifica. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so here at the temple, Josephine Rose on tending to the altar on the dais. 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 D-A-I-S. Dais.
Questions for her.
This song is so stuck in my head now, but go on.
Is that
Let's see.
Licia?
I will go up to the collection box and put in 10 gold.
Whoa. Clink, 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 clink. I don't know if that was 10 times, but
Sounds like a
And,
slot machine. The collection box.
yeah, but you know what though? They don't do that anymore. That was a great thing when
They
you played the
don't?
slots and you win. It goes ding, 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 ding. That's all your coins fill out. Now you're lucky if you get a little
That doesn't
bell that
happen?
sounds and it prints out a friggin' piece of paper for you.
That is not as satisfying.
It is not, and it friggin' anyway. It's okay.
And as she's doing so, she after she does so, she happens to she tries to meet Josephine's gaze and comes up to her and goes, "Hello, Josephine. How are you doing today?"
Oh, Ms. Licia, my dear, I'm doing fantastic. It is a beautiful day out today. Have you not seen the glory of the gods is shining upon us today?
Absolutely. It has definitely been a glorious morning, to say the least. Very enlightening.
And how have you been since we last have laid eyes on each other?
Been an interesting few days, to say the least. Our newest companion, Pacifica, I'm not sure if
He's
you
like, "Hi!"
and
Poking the
has
shiny
joined
thing.
our party. Um, and he certainly has been a wonderful experience of a party
Colorful?
member.
Hey, I thought we needed experience.
Yeah. Yep. Watch the
How
ear.
has your day been going, Miss Josephine?
Oh, we've had a wonderful day here. All has been quiet here at the keep. Lord de Sandoval's been in fantastic spirits and being optimistic about all that is to be, and things are going well around here.
That's wonderful to hear. I know the last time we spoke, there was mentions that Lord de Sandoval was trying to gather a lot of weapons and everything. I'm glad to see that something seems to have changed the tides in a way. I was concerned for a bit when I heard that he was gathering so many weapons, and it's good to hear that he's in good spirits again.
Well, yes, and even then, my dear, he was still in good spirits. It was just work to be done. But don't be don't be misled or don't misunderstand. There is still a need for such. It's just that his most immediate needs have been met.
Oh,
Fascinating. I haven't been here very long. I've only heard of Lord de Sanderfall from you and Hieronymus before. What is he like as a lord?
Oh, Lord de Sanderol and I, we go way back. We've been acquaintances at the very least, if not the dearest of friends, for quite some time. He he's a he's a good man, and he's been doing very well here at the keep, despite his reluctance to be assigned here. Um, but he's been doing well. I think as a whole, all of us here in and around the keep have been very pleased with his reign here as the Lord.
You say that you've been friends with him for a while. Were you friends with him when you came across that woman that may have been my mother?
I was friends with him at the time, but I wasn't with him. No, I think that's really what you're
Oh,
asking.
of course. I just got excited and was hoping to see if he knew anything, but it's understandable if he hasn't been here that long. Uh, uh, I could. Sorry about that. I got a little too overexcited. You say that he was reluctant to become master of the keep. This keep has been so welcoming and everything. Why would he feel that he's or obligated to be here when he's doing such a grand job?
Oh, well, it's more than just feeling obligated, my dear. He is obligated. He's been assigned here by the king after his, let's just say, he made a few bad decisions as general.
I'm sure that
So
people
sorry,
have made
as
bad decisions
sorry,
in the past.
I'm correcting myself as the DM as colonel, not as general. As colonel, he was a colonel.
Okay.
He made a few bad decisions as colonel and was reassigned here as
Well,
his reformation or penance, if you will.
sounds like something somebody might be bitter about.
how could this be penance? I see no reason why this would be a type of penance for someone. It seems like a lovely place. I know that
You know, all
with
the dirt
the
and day
day
rain.
rain, I know that the day rain has been an issue, and of course the caves and everything. But was there something else that we should be concerned about?
Well, my dear, when you go from commanding hundreds to multiple thousands of men, and then you're sent here where you're a fraction of that on this outpost, this remote location that sees no activity, um, that's your penance.
Fair, but there has been activity lately, so I guess that might explain his happier mood.
Um, Alicia, perhaps we should take this conversation elsewhere. I don't think we should continue. I don't think this is a appropriate dialogue here for the chapel. Perhaps we should meet at the tavern, or better yet, downstairs in quarters.
Careful.
That's fair.
So, uh,
Understandable.
if you'd like to join me, we can go downstairs now and perhaps have some tea, and we can continue our conversation.
As long as my friends are okay with me stepping away for a bit. Just stressing the word friends
I
to
have been studying this glowy orb here for like 15 minutes. I haven't figured it out yet, so take your time.
Meanwhile, back at the stable, Ms. Rayla, you are met by good old stable boy, whose name I don't recall at the moment, but it is the
Now wearing a
same,
gold
the
chain and a
same
velvet jacket and new leather boots.
Gucci boots.
His name,
Uh,
his name should be Rayla's #1 fan.
so I don't think I have that in any notes anywhere. I know he had a name. We came up with that. Let me see. Hang on. I might actually have it, because if he has a name, we like to address that. Scribe, chapel, warehouse,
A good bit of
stable.
lore
No, I
we
don't.
just,
I actually have the slot for it. Stable boy, and I have no name. So let's give him a
I don't
name.
think we've had a name.
No?
He needs one.
No, we had it in
Now he
next
needs
thing.
one.
Yeah, I thought we
And
had
it's
a
good.
name
I hope
for
it's
him.
some like poor urchin boy name.
I'm gonna call him Danny.
Danny. You want to go with Danny?
Go Danny.
Okay, go
I was thinking
Danny.
too
That way
bad.
Go
we
Danny.
can sing Danny Boy at him.
That's what go Danny. Go.
Okay, so Danny it is. So young boy Danny is there, and he is tending to the few animals that are here in the stable, including your horse that you have here. And
Still haven't
And
forgiven me.
Pacifica's horse that she's trying to steal.
and
I will get Pacifica's horse eventually.
he
Don't
Don't
worry.
blame her.
he's you make your way in, and you're there standing there for like 5, 10 seconds, nothing, 20, 30 seconds, and as he's just working, being busy, doesn't even notice your presence. But as soon as he does, oh my god, he stops what he's doing, puts it down, and scurries his way over to you. Oh, Ms. Libra, not Libra, Ms. Rayla, how have you been? Your horse is doing fantastic. He's been well fed, and he's been washed. I've even taken him out for some exercise.
Ooh. Does he do husbandry? Just kidding, I'm not there.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. And Rayla's gonna go over and pat her horse. It's a horse is a girl, by the way. Shadowheart.
Okay.
That
Shadow.
had Shadowheart, but he killed off Shadowfax because he's an evil DM.
Technically, it was a bear.
Thank you.
But you rolled the dice for it.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. What can I tell you?
Yeah. So Rayla's gonna spend maybe about 5 minutes giving her horse attention. Then she's gonna give 2 gold to the stable boy and to say keep up the good work. Then I'm guessing Rayla's gonna go meet up with everyone in the chapel.
Okay. And as always, he just lights up when he sees those 2 gold pieces. And he says, Ms. Rayla, I promise you, your horse is in the best of care. I love her as if she were my own. I was oiling her saddle just the other day to make sure it stays soft and supple for you. She's ready to go whenever you're ready for her. If there's anything you need here at the keep, but you let me know.
Thank you very much. Keep up the good work, and I'll probably see you in the morning.
Yes, Miss Rayla. Yes, Miss Rayla. And he kind of bows as he gestures down as he walks back. And Rayla
Then I
makes
guess
her way over to the chapel. Meanwhile, Libra has split from the rest of the group and made her way to the tavern without Pacifica, who remains at the chapel, now looking for experience. And Libra, as you make your way to the tavern, does anyone know the time of day? I don't recall what time it was when we started last session. And
I think last session was morning because we had just camped.
okay.
Yes, so it should be like mid-afternoon.
Yeah,
early
I'm
evening.
thinking noon-ish, plus or minus, because you had spent a little time there in the cave, a couple hours to walk back. So here at midday, you got about 12 people here in the tavern, including those who are working that you can see. So you probably have 8 to 10 patrons as you make your way in. You have your tavern keeper, Fensa, working the bar top, and you have your serving wenches, plural 2 today, that are tending to all patrons as you make your way in.
do I, as I'm walking and I scan the room, do I see any of his friends that he had come in with?
You're make me a wisdom check, please.
4, and my wisdom is
That should be good.
12.
Okay, so here at the keep, you take notice, as you normally would, that Fenza who is the female gnome, working the bar. You also see Angelina, the serving wench, who you've had some interactions with. She's the young lady, the early mid-teens lady girl, and also Sven, who is the mature woman, perhaps in her 40s, who's also here as the second servant wench here today. You do not take notice of Jabra, Diogo, or Lamar, but what does catch your attention is you see two pairs, if you will, two sitting over here, two sitting over there, of people who appear to be like you in that they appear to be adventurers. They appear to be professional slayers of kobolds and dragons and bugbears and minotaurs.
So I would walk up to the bar, grab me a drink, and ask for a round or ask for a round for the table, and I will kind of slide in and say, "Hey, can I join you guys?"
All right, so you are in need of 3 drinks. That does
Maybe
come
you
at a
should have the charms
cost. I do have a menu somewhere I will pull up to get you your cost. It's pretty nominal. But you gather your 3 drinks, you make your way over to one of the 2 tables, and try to politely invite yourself to join them for their midday drink.
I'm kind of struggling as I'm walking with the
With the 3 drinks.
ales. Yep, and kind of like hopefully not spill on them.
And
You do it like this.
what is your charisma?
It is pretty high. It is 17.
Fantastic. Wow. Can you make me a charisma check, please?
You make us all charisma checks. It's really high.
Jeez, yeah.
It is a 19, unfortunately.
Oh, I was just going to say it's kind of, with a 17, it's kind of hard to blow that one, but
I'll do it.
And
All of that time with Pacifica has rubbed on you that you're
Well, it
You're
fell
a
out of my
little
hand. It fell out of my hand, and I was like, I'm not gonna. I almost re-rolled it, but I'm like, nah, it rolled. It fell out.
all right.
So, it's a
You
Fate-
proceed over
the fates did it.
proceed over to these 2 men, and again, all are human unless told otherwise. And I switched the map for you guys a little bit,
Ooh, cool.
and
I'm drawing magical orbs.
they say, "Sure, if those drinks are for us, you can join us."
They are for you.
Then
I
by all
figured it'd be
means,
a
by
good
all means, my friend,
icebreaker.
please join us. Have a seat.
And I kind of
That is
clumsily
pink.
slip into the seat, and I kind of giggle a little. I'm sorry.
She kind of slides her way
It's been a
in.
long night.
Oh, pardon me. Excuse me.
Hopefully you're
someone's gonna be jealous.
Yeah,
little
he
slip.
better not see you.
Are you kidding me with that charisma score?
How do you think she got into the
Kidding.
Yeah, into
What I
the
was
good
saying, she
graces.
needs the charm person. It's useless with me.
So I would sit down and be like, "What brings you guys to the keep? If you don't mind me asking, I'm here as a new adventurer and wanted to explore, and it was one of the first towns that I've seen."
The first town you've seen beckons the
I come from a
question
very
of where
small
could you
village.
possibly have come from that this is the first town you've seen. But to answer your question, I first must ask you, he says, what be thy name?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. I'm Libra. I come from a very,
Libra.
very, very small druid village.
Expansion. So there's little things that they test, or I think that they test, or are just half steps closer to what they think is a better game. Um, 1E to me is a version that says, here's this fantasy world. Try to make it run as close to reality as possible within, physics and magic exists, but everything it is based in what's close to reality, what is most likely to happen, what is gonna feel the most real. 5e though is completely not about making it real. It's about making everyone a superhero so that they can all feel special and have something about them that is powerful and defining and that they can lean into and then bring it into a world where they can play in a sandbox. So those are the differences between the two games. I don't think they're the same game at all. They have the same name, but the way you play, the style, the way you prepare for each game is completely different.
I
If that answers your
it does.
question.
I completely agree. I think that with each edition, like you said, a little bit of change, a little bit of change, been a little polished. They refine this, but 50 years later, it's not the same game. It just isn't.
No.
The root core mechanics. Even if you read the Player's Handbook in Fifth Edition, it's still a combat-centric game. It's not played that way,
Mhm.
but it's a combat-centric game. Essentially, you want to roll high, roll high, roll high. You're rolling a d20, almost always a d20 now. Damage is a little
Yeah.
different, but you still got your seven polyhedrals, so it's still kind of the same in that sense. But while it's technically a combat-centric game because the mechanics are all there, tons of mechanics for that, 5e, and I'm not sure if it started this way or just has evolved with YouTube, but 5e seems to be much more focused on the story and the narrative than it is actually like playing the game itself, the game being the mechanics of the game, right? The combat
I
and
completely
it's about
do that
what's
too.
important for the story. That's all I hear about is the story and the
Oh,
narrative.
that's what
But
it comes down to
it's got
is
to
like
fit
because
in.
dice
Like
tell the story.
we're telling a story, and then everything else is secondary.
Yeah.
Whereas
So
I think
that's
I
true,
think
I think, with 5e campaigns.
yeah.
So the other thing that I've been playing a ton is Adventure League.
Hmm.
Adventure League is not a campaign style way of running it. It's a way of being able to play one shot, or I think there's also three shots in Adventure
Yeah,
League. They
a
have the
long
three
one shot.
chapter
Yeah, yeah.
systems. Yeah. Um, they there's epics and things like that. Those are not role play based at all. Those are objective based. And sometimes there is a role play counter, but they're so much more structured. Like you get like the person running an adventure like a manual, but it's like quoted. You're gonna say this. You have to hit certain points in the game because they have to get certain rewards because these are like when they leave this game,
They continue
those
to the
rewards are
next.
put into a system and it is attached to that character. And that character has to be in the system as having played this level of game on this date so that they know that they have the rewards. It's a lot actually like LARPing events, right? The character is what it's about. It's not really about the story, it's about the character in it and the world kind of builds around that. So it's a different just different
And
games.
that's what I see. And maybe I'm slighted on this or biased, but that's kind of what I see between 1e and 5e. 1e or 5e is very focused on that story, the story, and less on the characters. And so much emphasis on the story and the narrative, it takes away from the DM agency.
To those people, I would say you would like Adventure League
It takes away from the DM agency
because it's like
because
script.
the campaign is friggin' this thick. And
Yeah.
everything is defined in those 300 pages of Strahd or whatever. It doesn't allow the DM really any flexibility. Whereas in 1E, the emphasis is on the adventure itself, right? What the player or what the
Mhm.
characters do is so focused on the characters that a first edition module is like 35 pages.
Yeah.
Because,
The Adventure League
yeah,
modules are only like 15 pages. They're really short. I mean, granted, eventually games are maximum 3 hours. So and that's it. That's the game. But you could do a series. You can there's this funny Dr. Seuss one that they did. Not really Dr. Seuss. They just reskinned it, and it was like, oh, this guy who's a druid, he's totally the Lorax, 100%. Like just because of the way he rhymed when he talked and stuff. So, but they had a series. So like I could play in multiple games, play different games, all of them, and they're all kind of tied together, but you in the same world, but you don't have to do them in any particular order or anything like that. Like those are story based, and I think those are really another way you play 5e.
So, first edition, we're playing Keep on the Borderlands, module B2. Okay, this guy right here. Well, I'm blurry, but you can kind of you get it. You see it, okay?
Yeah.
So, I flip it open, and it has a grand total. And this includes maps. 26 pages. 28 if you include the 2 blank sheets in the back. 28 pages. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
So
short.
that leaves so much open for the DM to come up with. So it requires a little more effort, so to speak, a little more creativity, but it allows that flexibility or that agency of the DM that doesn't seem like 5e offers. 5e has a lot that's prescribed, so in a sense it's easier, I would imagine, to DM in 5e since everything's right there for you. You know,
I
you
would
don't have to come up
100%
with you
agree.
don't have to come up with your own stuff. You know,
That's a lot of what's been developed for the DM. Like we
right?
only talked just now about how it's changed for the
Well, yeah,
player,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
for the DM, it's almost like the modules became more handhold. We will help you. We will help because there's a limitation, right? There's one DM for every handful of players, and it's almost like feeling excited when you find someone with a game. It's like okay. So the idea is make it an easier entry level, make it easier for DMing so that people can play more
Right.
D&D.
Right, and that's something I've said too, is that in as the progression of the game itself from 1e to 5e, 50 years, you know, when TSR started 1e, their target audience was this, and they didn't really give a shit, right?
Yeah.
And then somewhere during second edition, WotC came in. I think somewhere during third edition, Hasbro acquired WotC, and as that has progressed, it's become business centered, right? And business centered means money. And how do you make money? You sell more. How do you sell more? Is you simplify things to appeal to the masses, right?
Mhm.
And I think
Get it in more hands, more hands.
we've seen that transition here over the five and a half, 6 iterations that we've seen. So yeah, I agree. That's completely different games. Completely different games.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Cheers, y'all.
okay, you have a great night, Erica. We'll see you in 2
Honestly,
weeks.
that was the coolest conversation I've witnessed. Sorry for leaching on it, but like that
I
was
love
I literally was like, I can't leave because this is so fascinating. Sorry.
Okay, so then,
Talk about that stuff all day.
so then to that point, Rin, do you watch any of the videos that Julie and I put out?
Not not lately. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
With everything going on right now, I'm
watching
on
videos
medical
takes
leave
time.
right now. So
Right,
like,
no.
but
Good for you.
Well,
But
the reason why I'm
I
asking,
have,
like, if you just like that conversation, that dialogue, that's what Julie and I do for an hour at a time. We just pick a
Okay.
topic and talk about more DM focus. But today we recorded we debated back and forth, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, as to whether the DM should get paid or not. That was a debate we had.
I can see.
Another
I
topic
think
we
you do
also
that.
talked about. Oh, we should just give me a recap of Strahd about her campaign. But you know, we talk about like what do you do when you have a TPK, a total party kill? What do you do, or how do you handle character death? How do you reintroduce a character for the player to be able to play? Do you do it right there in the instant? Do you say, sorry, you're done for today, come back next week? Like, so we have that comment, that very just open dialogue back and forth. We don't. Sometimes I have notes in prep. Julie doesn't. Because she doesn't prep. Anyway, so sometimes I might have notes for some thoughts, some guidelines to kind of keep the conversation going, but we don't have a script. We're not structured. We choose a topic a day before, and we just run with it, something that's of interest to us. So if you like just that kind of open dialogue, yeah, take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, I'm gonna head on off, and you guys have a good day.
Okay, you two guys have a great week. I appreciate your entertainment and joining me tonight, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a good night.
Here's
All right.
I